podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's bullshit in everything.
Right.
Just like
talk about who you are. That's the best.
How's it going?
Squad.
What up? How's it going, dude?
Good to see you, brother.
Hey, man.
what's up?
What's new? I'm good. Yeah. How you doing?
Man behind the cam.
As well.
You good on water? Or you?
Good, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna have mine.
Thank you.
Got a little microphone for you.
This would be a freebie for you guys in case you guys want it. Pat, is there room?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can stick this in my back pocket.
Okay.
Cover this Starbucks logo.
We're not officially sponsored yet. Not yet.
How we doing this?
I got you with that. What do you want me to hold?
Oh,
Yeah,
just
I
leave
got
that for now. So just clip this onto your back and run the mic up through your shirt.
And then I'll kind of place it in this spot. So,
Yeah, right here.
Actually, I got some good audio, you guys. The mic was kind of kept for both of you. Okay, that should be pretty good there. And
How do you want me to clip it? Like neck?
yeah, like I can pop it on for you.
I mean, like we don't care that it's showing, right?
No.
Yo, no.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just gotta adjust a little
Do
there.
this how you did mine.
Yeah, just kind of have it so it's pointed. I'll drop it down just a tiny bit. Okay, that should be good right
Appreciate you.
Go.
Cool.
Good.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Let me do a clap.
Yeah,
slide
do-
first.
You rolling there?
Rolling here. Audio speeding. Cool. Okay. Let me know when you're good.
I am rolling.
All right. It's the walk. Episode 1. Take 1. Cool.
Fuck this! This is all horse shit. They're lying to you.
Already.
They're lying to you.
The energy. The Callas. Way to kick us off with that. That was something real. That was some real shit.
Gotta give the people what they want.
Yeah, man. Speaking of giving people what they want, you know, I've had a couple weeks to get into who you are, do my own research.
no.
You know, I'm the fucking FBI, bro.
Oh no, it's about to be like Nardwar.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, what if it was? What if he was like, actually, he's producing the show, you know that?
Dude, I want to get on that just to find out something about myself I forgot.
Right. He's one of those guys that's like, okay, when I die, I don't want to speak at my funeral because
exactly.
he knows too much. But, you know, in this world of content creation, what would you say?
1 second. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
Sorry.
We're keeping this in anyway.
Yeah, I'm just
Keep
a
it.
little bit of audio
Keep it.
funkiness on this one.
It's my fault. Of course, it's my fault. Everything.
What if you blew up the speaker episode 1? That's how you make an introduction.
I will say I'm particularly excited knowing that you looked at some stuff because
Yeah,
one, I like to feel seen,
of course.
but two, it's nice to have somebody, and I don't know what these questions are gonna be like, but it's nice to have somebody interrogate what you're doing a little bit because you don't really know what the perception of what you're doing is.
Right. Until someone like gives you like a different perspective or like
Right.
says, okay, this is my POV of what you're trying to do. But what do you think your purpose on this planet is?
Great question. My purpose on this planet, and it's something I've recently thought more about because by the way, you're gonna have a blast cutting this.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna shut up.
Good. I need you unfiltered and as raw as possible.
Let's go. So you spend a lot of time trying to get good enough at the craft
Yeah.
to justify doing it to yourself. Because you want it to be good and you want your ego to survive and you want to contribute something that you hope people will enjoy so that you can feel like you're really doing it
Right.
and you want to be good. But then once you're doing it long enough and you feel like what you're doing is substantial to a degree, then you start to ask yourself a little bit more deeply beyond all the surface reasons. What am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Who's this for? What's the effect this is gonna have?
Yeah.
So I realized my purpose in, be it comedy, any form of entertainment or art that I participate in, right now at least, is to leave people with the feeling that if there's something in them that they want to explore, pursue, contribute,
Yeah.
be it artistically, be it in the medical field, whatever it is,
Yeah.
that's in them for a reason, that they should be curious about why they're interested in something,
Okay.
and to pursue it beyond
Without a shadow of a
everything.
doubt. Yeah.
Just 110% go for what it is that you're interested and curious about,
Right.
to the highest degree possible,
Okay.
because you can.
All right, guys, stand by one more
Okay.
time. Everyone put their phones on airplane mode. Still getting a little bit of interference. I think that might solve it.
Got you.
Just kind of coming in and out. Sorry, y'all. I'm
That's
actually
interesting.
Also,
No, this is good. This is experimental.
yeah.
We were
testing
literally
these
learning.
guys out. I'm gonna switch this. Can you spot that in your front pocket?
Yep.
I'm just going to see if that helps, because I think just fits the antenna in the back end.
I'm getting my tan on. Feel me?
Oh my God, I'm gonna be 3 shades darker. I can't wait.
Alright, okay, should be good. Sorry, y'all.
No good. We good?
Yeah, should be good.
Do what you want and believe in the fact that you can do it, because
Yeah.
you're ultimately betting on yourself. That's what I've noticed from your content, your short form videos, your long form. You're betting on yourself to be authentically you, right? That's why you can do Succession skits, and that's why you can do these different characters that you do on your IG and on your websites and on your other channels.
Yeah,
So-
I have no qualms about people seeing that I believe in myself.
Right.
Because one, you have to, and if you want people to connect with what you're doing and to help you get to the next stage and a bigger platform, they have to believe in you, and
Yeah.
it starts and ends with you. You're the only one that's going to get you up to try to do the thing and find yourself in the art that you want to make. So I just invite people to watch me go for it all, and they come and go, but you're the constant.
Okay.
If you stick to what your goals are, you know, people will come in and out and stay,
Yeah.
and they'll become inspired as you prove it to them.
Right.
You're just a walking proof of concept, and I want people to take from that they can do whatever their version of that thing is.
So, who, what, or where did this passion come from? Was it, family, friends? Was it peers, colleagues that were like, okay, I see something in Nick. I know that he inadvertently puts a smile on your face, whether you want to smile or not. You have that natural energy. Where did you notice, oh, I can do this? Like, I can get on stage
Yeah.
and rock out 15 minutes, a 30-minute set, special. You know what I mean? Where did that come from?
It was a confluence of factors, because if you ask my mom,
Right.
and she says it to me all the time, she'll say to me, she's like, "Where did you come from? Who is this?
Who are you, my kid?
Where's my kid?" Because I was silent for the first 11, 12-ish years of my life. I was
Right.
terrified about the world, about everything. I have memories of just being in gym class, and like we would play like kickball or whatever it is, and just not knowing the rules
Yeah.
gave me a sense of anxiety that was tremendous. Like I was just scared about participating in the world around me because I
Okay.
just didn't know how to deal. And then at some point, I do think that intrinsically, the way that my brain works is a little askew in that I don't have particularly straightforward solutions to things.
Okay.
I'm inherently a bit creative,
Right.
and that can make me wrong about a lot of things, but the way that I see things feels a little different.
Okay.
And I think that's inherently funny. Being
Yeah.
wrong, being off, seeing things from a different perspective lends itself to comedy. And so my answers to things, be it like, just questions in school or just what I'm talking about in conversation with someone, there was always like this angle that I felt like what I was saying felt a little bit different. And also, I have not really ever been afraid to be myself because it's
Yeah.
all that I knew how to be.
Yeah.
So
You don't know how to be any other. You're not playing a character. You are Nick,
Yeah.
inherently. So that can't waver.
no, it can't. And at some point, I developed enough confidence around that to just lean into it.
Yeah.
So to actually answer your question, because I should do that, is when I was young, I would say things in conversation with friends and in school, and they would get a laugh, and I could recognize that, oh, now when that's happening, it's different. When we're standing in a circle and everybody's telling a story, everybody's quoting a movie, when I do it, it resonates differently.
Yeah.
Then I could feel that I had some sense of control or captivation over people. And that's where I found myself. That's where I felt most powerful, most like myself. I liked myself the most when I'm doing that.
Yeah.
And then
You
I
like
think
this
it
version
just,
of yourself because it's like,
yeah,
it kind of expounded on what you kind of felt inner as a child. Like, okay, I'm quiet as a child, but like, I know I have this inner beast in me.
totally. And I'm an introvert, really.
Right.
I don't like to go out and do stuff a lot.
Right.
Ex-girlfriends will tell you. It's hard to get me
Should I interview
out
them
of my
next?
world.
Should I get them on here?
That'll be a way longer interview.
Right.
And I don't know if I'll sign off on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, exactly.
No, but I can prepare and get myself to kind of do anything if I find a creative way in for it. Even when I go out to like hang out with friends, there's a part of me that's like excited to take moments from those conversations.
Yeah.
And a part of me that's excited to perform in the context of hanging out with my friends. And it's not a put on, and I'm not being somebody else or being something different, but I do have to prepare myself to go enjoy life in that way.
Yes.
Because I like to be insular, and I like to have control, and I like to...
Everybody wants a form of control over or autonomy, really,
Yeah.
of their life and like how people view them. But that's not always the case. So to ladder up from that, you know, when it comes to what people expect of you, what's your go-to avenue in terms of your comedy? I see a lot of skits. I see a lot of, you know, some mockumentaries of TV shows that you do. I see like you commenting with your angle on like, okay, this is what I perceive like Succession or this show, and like you actually work in the characters. So what would you say is your strong point? Is it more skits or the stage, the screen or the stage?
I'll be honest with you,
dividing it.
I don't do anything that I don't think has a lot of value for people watching.
Okay.
I have a strong obligation not to waste people's time, and an even stronger obligation not to waste my own time.
Yeah.
So I won't do something unless I think it's going to be excellent.
Yeah.
And also, I'm excellent at everything that I choose to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it.
Right. You have
and-
that natural born confidence.
Well, it's been developed and it's been proven to myself by way of doing it, because
Okay.
I experiment. I mean, for all the art that people see, be it stand-up clips or sketches or short films
Yeah.
or music videos, whatever it is, there's a trillion versions of things that never saw the light of day.
Yeah.
Because I'm always incubating, I'm always iterating, I'm always trying to figure out how to make something great.
Right.
I only want to make great stuff.
Yeah.
And so
Pure content that like makes sense.
that represents like my intention, because the way that all the stuff comes about is that it's interesting to me, and I actually don't care about how the rest of the world feels about it. But
Okay.
I do know that if it's interesting to me, people will love it. I have a
Yes.
strong sense that if it works for me, that's why you see me laugh on stage at my own shit.
Yes.
Because if it makes me laugh first, then I know people will enjoy it, because it just worked on somebody. I just happen to be that first person.
Absolutely. That's like what I noticed about you. Have crowd work, rope climb. You have close with your siblings. Took vegan girl to steakhouse. Like you have all these situational bits. Now, how much of that is referencing your real life? Because I was going to ask about your comedic influences next. That kind of plays a part into your whole journey getting into this industry.
Yeah. So as far as what is, I'll say this, like a lot of the stuff that I say and do on stage it's always honest, but it's not always true. There's a
Okay.
big difference between honest and true.
Right.
I'm always honest, but it's not always true, because like any art form, there should be some contrivance. There should be, for the sake of storytelling,
Yeah.
it's a metaphor. So if I tell a story about taking a girl who's a vegan to a steakhouse, that's an inherently ironic comedic device to tell that story.
Right.
The true part of that might be that I was on a date and, you know, maybe I was frustrated about how much I knew the date was going to cost me, right? But the dialogue might not necessarily be true. It's a device to tell jokes that are about a deeper truth, that is, man, isn't it stressful to be broke?
Yeah.
Climbing a rope on stage.
Some relatability.
Hey, can we pause again real quick?
Sure.
Look at this funkiness with this mic. I don't know why, but let me just take a quick look.
I love the trial and error.
I don't
Keep it going.
envy you, man. Like, everything I've ever done has audio issues.
that's always the thing, and it's like it's okay, but we're just getting a little bit of like interference. Can I see yours
yeah.
too?
It's
Real
a
quick?
perfect metaphor for the difficulty of being heard.
Right.
Exactly. So the frequencies are super split here. Okay.
Did the airplane mode make a difference?
It did for
Okay.
a while, and
Okay.
now I'm getting it back again. I just don't totally know why.
Because I do have some clips I want to reference of yours.
Sure.
And the airplane mode kind of stops that.
Right.
I'm gonna really quick
See,
just
the
restart.
video stop here, and I want. You did do a Succession bit, and that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite shows. So that's why I wanted to your take on current pop culture events. But like, yeah, when we roll.
Okay, let's try this again. There you go.
This is the part about being raw. We leave it, we leave it in.
Leave
Fuck
it in.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna try to stay as close to y'all as possible.
All right.
I prefer it.
Your the piece of content you choose to publish, they're not embellishments, but like you said, they kind of reflect on something that's happened, and you kind of put your spin on it, your take on it, and then you kind of put it out because I feel like hyperbole is a big part of comedy, like kind of like accentuating or like over exaggerating.
And it's a huge part of my comedy.
Okay.
I think everything I do has a large degree of hyperbole because it's exciting to me for things to be fantastical.
Yeah.
I think you can hide a lot of truth in hyperbole in a way that exaggerates things so that they get a clearer picture of the more subtle truth that you're actually trying to talk to. It's part of the reason I'm so animated in both life and on stage is because I'm trying to stress a thing that I'm thinking or feeling and make it as clear as possible. So
Right.
I love hyperbole because it gives you a method to just paint the clearest, most obvious picture of what it is that you're experiencing.
Okay.
Subtlety is another device that can do the same thing
Right.
in another way. But I love any opportunity to explode because it's fun to get to release like
Yeah.
such a
That form of expression is like it can be nuanced in terms of like a certain mood you're feeling that day. How do I turn this into like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or make it longer, or make it a longer bit?
And it might be my particular just style preference or way of being that the things that I feel inside and the thoughts that I have are very much a pressure cooker. And so to have an art form that allows you to stand-up is unlike a lot of art forms in that it is totally by your design.
Yeah.
The format, the medium can lend itself to anything. You can be as deadpan as you want, you can be as physical as you want,
Yeah.
you can do characters, you can just be straight honest, and to get to take what I'm thinking and feeling and put it on stage and make it as loud as possible is extremely freeing and cathartic and fun. It's so engaging to see somebody do something ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like it kind of gives the audience a chance to, you can do this if you want. You can feel the way you're feeling because this is a safe space.
Yeah.
You're kind of presenting comfortability, not only with yourself, but like with people who are watching.
Right.
So how do you think that your comedy long-term can make waves or an impact in terms of, how big you want to be? What does success look like to you?
What does success look like to
Long-term.
me? Well, there's what it looks like in terms of tangible career moments, and so there's certainly things that I want to do. Certain venues I'd like to play.
For sure.
And
Name them.
name
Rattle
them.
them all. Let's speak into existence.
Sure. Yeah, let's go. I mean, I want to play the biggest
For sure.
venue possible. I want to play the round at MSG. I want to do
Nice.
those things because I want to see what happens to me and my comedy in that context. And also that's the giant venues with massive crowds. Like that's the type of performance that I grew up really resonating with. Like the idea of speaking to the broadest audience possible. When you do comedy and you write jokes, you're not writing them imagining yourself telling them at an open mic with 16 people. You're trying to talk to the world.
Yeah.
Anybody who picks up a pencil in the morning and journals, they're talking to themselves, but they're talking to the world. You're trying to express a truth in you so that every ear on the planet can hear it. So I absolutely want to play the biggest
Yeah.
venues imaginable.
Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Like all those, like Radio City, something in New York. Like, you
I
know,
have no interest in being a niche artist
Mm.
because that's not for you to decide anyway. Only so many people are gonna identify with what you're putting out.
Right.
That's for the people to decide to what degree they want to participate in what you're doing. But for me, I know that like if I'm truthful to myself,
Yeah.
people will connect with it, and I don't have to worry about branding it in a way that the broadest audience. I'm not trying to make pop comedy.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to make the most specific Nick Callas type thing I can make because I know that I live in everybody, and everybody lives it. We're all sharing an experience.
Yeah.
So if you're true to yourself, people will connect with it. You don't have to be everybody's favorite, but people are gonna feel you.
Yeah. So now with comedy specifically, we have people who feel comedic in nature and people who kind of force it. And the ones who force it, the ones who make it out of like, you know, those TikTok comedians or those comedians who started on Vine and now they've kind of
Interview him.
what's the chat?
Interview him.
Yeah, that